What's up, everybody? On this week's Jay's Gimme 5 show, we're going to give it up to our HBCU School of the Week, Jackson State University. In our Straight No Chaser segment, we'll deal with this college basketball situation, Shoegate, Zion Williamson. Let's hear what we got to say about it. And also, our Gimme 5 topic of the week, the 5 greatest black quarterbacks of all time. All that and more when we start the show. Let's go, y'all.
Shoegate? That's the best you got? From the straight gated community world. Come on, man.
I don't know what you want to call it. I'm not putting everybody else on blast, but we'll get
Everything's got a gate to it, man. It's like, I open the gate to get to the trouble.
That wasn't the most clever thing I've said. I wasn't that clever. I can do better than that. We'll see. But hey, on the show here, Mark, get us going here. We always go to our photo or video of the week. What you got for us, Mark Gray?
Well, I caught up with your college roommate. He's doing it big.
This is Pep Hamilton, HBCU homies, showing the folks at HU that I got love for you, even though Jay Walker don't show us for more than that. Hey man, congratulations.
So don't forget, you can be a part of our Gimme 5 show. Send your photos, whether you're doing it big with somebody from the HBCU sports world or the HBCU world, or just doing it big, at hashtag Gimme5 photos on all of our social media platforms. Your boy, hey, proud of Pep Hamilton there.
Yeah, you know what? I'm conflicted here because everybody's proud of him. I've seen him in pressure situations and he comes out marvelous and I feel like the proudest person in the world. But then at the end of the day, like, that's my little brother. So, you know, you love your little brother, but we got our great competitive relationship right now. Pep, we're proud of you. The whole HBCU landscape's proud of you. But that's still a little Pep, man. I'm tired of begging for strokes on the golf course.
Well, come on, man. You've been begging for years on the golf course. You gotta go out. You leave enough birdies out there for everybody.
All right, that being said, man, we know that Pep played quarterback at where?
Howard University.
America's Black College. And speaking about the quarterback position, how about this for our Gimme 5 topic of the week? The 5 greatest black quarterbacks of all time. All right, everybody, it's time to go there with this week's Gimme 5 topic, the top 5 greatest black quarterbacks of all time. Now, there's gonna be unique criteria for this one, so I'll take my time explaining this one. Number 5, Michael Vick. Mike Vick, whatever you wanna call him, he makes the top 5. I think he should have been a little bit higher, but we all know about the stuff that happened during his career. But think about this. Once upon a time, Mike Vick was the face of the NFL. Number 4, Doug Williams. We all know about him becoming the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl, but also think about this. Doug Williams took the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to 2 NFC Championship games and then also took the Redskins there as well and won the Super Bowl. You talk about having an impact on 2 different franchises, Doug Williams is that guy. Number 3, I like productivity. And I think Steve McNair was one of the most productive quarterbacks of the modern era. The ability to run the football and throw the football, along with his toughness, Air McNair was special. And today's modern quarterbacks, many of them emulated their game after McNair. Number 2, who did Air McNair try to emulate his game after? I think without question, it was Randall Cunningham. Cash, as we called him when we played together with the Minnesota Vikings. Randall Cunningham could do it all. An arm like a whip and legs like a gazelle, he was clearly ahead of his time. And the number 1 spot, another one of my old teammates, number 1, representing the number 1 greatest black quarterback of all time, is Warren Moon. Whether it was in college, whether it was in the CFL, whether it was in the NFL, all Warren Moon did was throw that football better than anybody else. Talk about a guy that could get it done. He also threw the prettiest spiral in the history of the league. That's not even up for debate. On the bubble, not quite making it, Donovan McNabb, and one of the newcomers, Russell Wilson. Want to talk about it or try to debate me on it? Hit us up on any of our social media platforms. That's the list there. Now, I want to see if anybody's going to have the gall to challenge a former black quarterback himself, it would be you, Mark Gray. So tell me how you think, like I said, think I might have got something wrong on this list.
Dude, how can you leave Superman Cam Newton off this list? I mean, big guy, linebacker playing quarterback who can throw the football. I am, however, concerned, and you know this having been a baseball player, the rotator cuff thing. You know, I don't like, and he's getting hit on that rotator cuff all the time. That would concern me moving forward. But come on, man, all time? He's been to the Super Bowl, didn't win it. Yeah, he makes my list.
That wasn't his fault. I mean, he can play. I always call Cam Newton like Magic Johnson in cleats. He had the big magnetic personality, the smile, too big for the position at that time. He was a game changer, but I don't know who you take off my list, Mark.
Man, you know something? Sometimes I get, and this is a tough thing to say, Randall Cunningham just a little bit overrated, a little bit too high to me.
He changed the position more than anybody.
Well, I mean, there were other athletic quarterbacks that came along before him that really didn't get the chance.
Let me ask you this question. Talk about Randall, who I happen to play with. How fortunate was I played with two of the top two on my list. How much money would Randall Cunningham be worth today?
Oh my goodness, with the RPO and all that kind of stuff, and people who actually knew how to coach him. Come on, man, he'd be next level. But he played then. Speaking of back in the day, and you played in Canada, so next time you go north of the border, they'll probably put some tariffs on you for not remembering the name Damon Allen, last name of a famous running back, Marcus Allen, the second greatest quarterback in the history of the CFL, not named Warren Moon. I mean, talk about a dude that was perfect for the RPO. When he played in Canada on that big field, if you never saw him, folk, YouTube, Google Damon Allen. He's one of the greatest. He's one of the top 10 quarterbacks of all time the White talks about.
Most underrated, yes. Good enough to be on my list, not quite. I think the toughest one I had was how good was Donovan McNabb and compared to Michael Vick and all those guys. That was a toss-up because I think Donovan McNabb might be one of the most underrated quarterbacks. I mean, getting to 4 NFC Championship games, he got to the Super Bowl. No easy task right there, but that's the list there. Discussion over.
No,
over.
See, the criteria was difficult because you forgot some great college quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah,
and it was just the best quarterback.
I would have been number one if we talk about college.
Well, you'd have had your place up there next to, say, Heisman Trophy winners Andre Ware for college body of work.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson. Let's be real for a second. So
Jury's still out. Jury's still out.
For his college body of work. Remember, Heisman Trophy guy too now.
So I got you.
And then there's the up and coming Pat Mahomes as well. So
gotcha. But like I said, case closed.
All right. So you said, okay, Jay. Let's go straight, no chaser. You know, Spike Lee, big ups, Morehouse Man, winning the Oscar when he was doing Nike commercials. His character Mars Blackman talked about it must be the shoes. Well, in the case of Duke's Zion Williamson, it was the shoes. The shoes have turned the college basketball world into chaos. Should he stay and play, or should he chill because we know he's gone right now? I think the kid, if he wants to play, let him play.
It's a lot of money on the line.
It is.
And that game also ruined my night because I had the whole night scheduled. Within the first minute of the game, I was like, oh, there goes the game right there. I just want to see a good game, really. But I think in the case of Zion Williamson, a lot of people have their things to say about it. You don't know. You don't know his family economic situation. We don't know the overall health of him. But at the end of the day, he went to Duke to become a pro basketball player. There's no doubt about it. He's done enough for Duke University to keep him in the hunt. And don't call him selfish. If he decides to stay out, that's a decision that every athlete has to make. And the one thing people will tell you, Mark, if you're thinking about getting hurt, you're gonna get hurt. Don't go out there if it's in the back of your mind.
But who's saying he's thinking about getting hurt? He's the one that's thinking about playing right now. And let's pump the brakes on destitution for a second here. He got an $8 million insurance policy already on him. So if something goes down, he's still got $8 million to fall back on.
$8 million is not hundreds of millions of dollars like these guys are trying to make.
I don't know about you, man, but to some of us, $8 million would change the course of our lives. And we'd still be good.
Including him, but would you rather have $8 million or would you rather have $50 million?
I mean, like me, I'm like
this.
A lot farther.
I'm like money never sleeps. My favorite number is more. So give him more. So I think that's what he deserves. And you got to think about his mama. We don't know how big the family is, And the homeboys always need a little something.
Of course.
They always need a little something.
But the bottom line is, you don't want the kid to be idle. He probably enjoys the experience of playing at Duke because once you leave Duke, it becomes business. All the love is gone. It is about the money. So it's plenty of time to think about the money. And you can start broaching the subject right now. But kid wants to play, let him play. Let him be a kid for a couple more days.
Can't knock him. Whatever he decides to do, either way.
You know, we talked earlier about some of the great HBCU or black quarterbacks of all time. Some of the outstanding athletes in the history of sports have come from this place and the SIP. Our HBCU School of the Week, Jackson State University.
Now it's time for our HBCU School of the Week, Jackson State University. The president is Dr. William Bynum Jr., and the school is located in Jackson, Mississippi. Let's get it going. At number 5, a long-story football program is back. In 2018, Jackson State University led all FCS programs in football attendance. Let's see if that can translate into more wins on the field in the SWAC. Number 4, give it up for the 4 NFL Hall of Famers that played football at Jackson State. You know, names like Lem Barney, Robert Brazile, Jackie Slater, and somebody else we'll get to. Oh yeah, they play some serious football down there for the Tigers. Number 3, the baseball program, very underrated. And their baseball coach of legendary stature was Robert Brady. Coach Brady won over 800 games coaching Jackson State baseball, and also coached some pretty good players as well. A guy by the name of Dennis Oil Cam Boyd. They have had several players make it to the major leagues. Number 2, one of my favorite band nicknames of all time, and always a top 5 band in the HBCU band landscape, the Sonic Boom of the South. Stomp your feet and close your mouth, because here comes the baddest band in the South. Throw in the J-sets, oh yeah, they know how to get it done at Jackson State University. And number 1, it's a no-brainer. Sweetness, Walter Payton, the NFL's all-time leading rusher when he retired, but if you ask me, he was still, pound for pound, the greatest football player in the history of the NFL. Rest in peace, Sweetness. And on the bubble, not quite making it, but I like the thought behind it, free iPads. Since the early 2010s, Jackson State has given their whole freshman class free iPads. That's thinking outside the box, and that'll have you on my Gimme 5 list. Want to talk about it? Debate me if you want. Hit us up on all of our social media platforms. Oh man, always good to go down there to the capital city of Jackson, Mississippi, where Jackson State is located. Shout out to my man, Ashley Robinson. Appreciate the gear right here, homeboy. And for the sake of all the Tiger fans, hope y'all can turn that football program around. They're one of the blue bloods of the SWAC.
Yeah, can't wait to get back down there and sample some of the cuisine, bro. That's, you know, as I look at your list, how could you leave that tailgate off? I mean, let's be real for a second, man. That's the place that cornered the market on chocolate chicken. Hey, it may sound disgusting, but it is absolutely decadent coming off the grill. Love it.
Food down there is good. I mean, and you can eat reasonably well. You talk about a full meal for like $3.25, and that includes a cold drink, y'all.
Indeed. You know, so you don't have to worry about too many small people down there either, man.
Gotcha. What else you got? Did I miss anything else? I normally don't, but what you think I missed?
Well, when a guy wins an Olympic silver medal, you got to put him on the all-time list of great Jackson State athletes. And Michael Tisley, silver medalist, 400 meters. He might be, the next Edwin Moses, Morehouse guy as well. Not that I'm.
And I'm going to take one from folks. I know what they're going to say, and I want to hear what Jack said. But I didn't put W.C. Gordon on there, their legendary coach.
Ooh,
every school's got a legendary coach. He didn't make it because I started thinking football so much, I gave it to the players first with the Hall of Famers rather than the coach. And I also didn't mention Rob Page. You know, he coached down there, became the Secretary of Education, so that's getting it done on and off the field.
And then Walter's brother, Eddie, who did the greatest job ever coaching golf, who still coaches golf down there as well, and sent a number of different players to national champion. Jackson has always done it big, and it's just kind of unfortunate that people don't recognize it for more than just being a great football place.
Hey, this is a place down there, but hey, that's our list. We'll talk about it. Hit us up like always. We enjoyed having you this week. Make sure you subscribe, like, send us questions, and share the Gimme 5 show. We'll catch up to you next week, y'all.
Tell a friend, like on 500,000 of them, you know?